Jesus, God. You know, Trump, apparently, according to published reports, Trump really, really, really didn't like a recent New York Times story that detailed the asshole's daily routine during the coronavirus pandemic, including the fact that the stable genius, according to the Times, quote, arrives in the Oval Office these days as late as noon, when he is usually in a sour mood after his morning marathon of television, end quote. What a fucking waste of DNA this guy is. So when that article appeared in the Times, Trump took to his favorite little alley, Twitter, to respond, and this is what he wrote on Sunday afternoon. Quote, I work from early in the morning until late at night, haven't left the White House in many months, except hospital ship comfort, in order to take care of trade deals, military rebuilding, etc. And then I read a phony story in the failing New York Times about my work? End quote. Oh, fuck you, Trump. Oh, my God. But that tweet didn't satisfy him. And so, we got an amazing story in the New York Post. Late Sunday. Now, the Post, of course, is owned by the same fucking ghoulish vampire that owns Fox, right? The story in the Post was headlined, quote, White House officials say Trump works so hard he often misses lunch. End quote. It said that. It fucking said that. And if you get into the story, this is what you'll discover. Here's a quote. President Trump's schedule is so packed amid the coronavirus crisis that he sometimes skips lunch, his aides told the Post, refuting a report that the commander-in-chief spends his days obsessing over TV coverage and eating French fries. White House staffers said the president works around the clock and can make, 6 work-related calls a day during the pandemic. Oh, my God. How can a publication, now seriously, how can a publication, any publication, do that, write that? How can any publication, especially, well, no, I shouldn't say that, because Rupert Murdoch is a fucking psychopath to a greater degree than Trump is. But does Rupert Murdoch give a shit? Rupert Murdoch, I've always felt that Murdoch always had in mind a bigger goal for himself. Thank God he's an old man now, will soon die. But he had a bigger goal for himself than Trump did. Trump wants to be dictator of America. Murdoch wanted to be dictator of the fucking world. So he lets this shit be published. And he allows these toilet bowl floaters like Sean Hannity and Laura Ingraham to broadcast their bullshit every day. And the piece in the New York, or in the Post, which is just a newspaper that gives Trump a suck job every chance it can, but the piece includes on-the-record comments from the new White House Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows, member of Congress from North Carolina. And in the piece, Mark Meadows gets his bloomers in a wad because he frets that his biggest concern, Mark Meadows' biggest concern in the new job is making sure that Trump, quote, gets some time to get a quick bite to eat, end quote. Are you fucking kidding me? Mark Meadows, you dumb fuck. Oh my God. And an unnamed source inside the White House is quoted as telling Rupert Murdoch's Post, quote, there are times when lunch isn't even a thought. A lot of time, there's either no time for lunch or there's 10 minutes for lunch. Regarding the stable genius. Can you fucking believe this? And then there's another unnamed source in the Post article who provided the Post with Trump's phone calls sheet, attesting to just how busy he is. Oh my God. So, in case you hadn't noticed it, this article in the Post was spoon-fed to some hapless fucking writer, some cretin, some asshole who works at the Post and considers himself or herself a journalist. Fuck you, you're not a journalist. You're a toady. You're part of a fifth column in the United States to destroy the country. You're a liar. You're a Trump supporter. You're a disgrace to the idea of journalism. Well, your whole newspaper is. This is one that is fake, that is a disgrace, not the, as Trump puts it, failing New York Times that is doing better than it's ever done, or the, what does he call it, Amazon Washington Post. But the New York Post is a fucking fish wrapper. So it's obvious that this article was spoon-fed to the Post by someone in the White House. And you can probably imagine how the conversation went. This is how CNN imagined it. Krista Liza, as a matter of fact. Trump, still angry about the portrayal in the Times, demanded that his press shop find a place to get a better headline that showed what a hard worker he is. Panicked by the prospect of disappointing the boss, the press aides got this thing posted in the Post. Oh, now the part that is hysterical to me, and is to you, and is to anybody with I don't know what level do I have to get down to? No offense to fourth graders, but down to that level? To understand that this article in the Post reads like parody. But Trump doesn't understand parody. And nobody who works in that shithole of a White House that Trump runs does either. Imagine that this same headline ran in The Onion. You're familiar with The Onion. This headline right here. Quote, White House officials say Trump works so hard he often misses lunch. End quote. As Chris writes, would that seem out of place in The Onion? Of course not. And there you go. So this bloated orange fucker Trump wanted a story, and he got a story.
Hi, Truth Seekers. Kathy Malloy here. During this global crisis, take care of yourselves and your family. Maybe catch up on your Malloy cast. We are 100% Truth Seeker supported, as you know, and over the last year, we've become a lean, mean, two-person broadcasting machine. We've tightened our belts so Mike can keep screaming into the night because we are committed to this fight. We won't surrender the airwaves or our country to the flying monkey fascists as long as you're joining us around the campfire. And by that, I mean supporting this program by funding Resistance Radio on Patreon. Any amount helps keep it lit and keep the lights on in the Malloy home studio. Patron supporters will have exclusive access to a special patron-only weekly broadcast, which will likely include me and possibly Molly. We also have some nice thank you gifts like an exclusive patron Truth Seeker t-shirt. Visit MikeMalloy.com and click on the big patron link on the main page. You can't miss it, and we can't do it without you.